Welcome to Coin Explorer. Imagine holding a simple 5-cent coin in your palm, thinking it's just another common piece of change. But what if I told you that one of these coins once sold for a staggering $751,000 at a major U.S. auction? It sounds unreal, but it's absolutely true. The coin looked like any other Jefferson nickel we see every day, yet it carried a hidden detail that turned it into one of the most valuable nickels in history. This isn't a fairy tale or an exaggerated rumor. This is a documented fact from the world of coin collecting. The coin came from the year 1977, a year when millions of nickels were produced and spread across the country. But hidden among them was a version with features so rare they defied explanation. One man noticed something strange about it, and his curiosity led to an incredible discovery. This wasn't a gold coin, nor was it embedded with precious stones. It was just 5 cents until someone looked closer. This story shows that sometimes life-changing things hide in the most ordinary places. Keep watching, because what you'll learn next might just lead you to your own hidden treasure. It only takes one coin to change your life. Are you ready to find out what makes this coin so special? At first glance, the 1977 Jefferson nickel looks exactly like every other coin from that year. Thomas Jefferson's side profile on the front and his famous home, Monticello, on the back. Millions of these were produced, making them seem as common as any other nickel. But one specific coin among them stood out, not because it was shiny or made from precious metal, but because of a rare minting error almost invisible to the average person. This wasn't a mistake you'd notice immediately. It required an expert's eye to spot the tiny irregularities in the lettering, spacing, and strike. What made this coin truly remarkable was how unintentionally perfect it was in its imperfection. A die alignment shift caused certain parts of the design to appear slightly off, and that error transformed it into a rarity. It's the kind of thing you wouldn't recognize without proper magnification and knowledge. But collectors live for details like these. The error, combined with the perfect preservation of the coin's design, created a once-in-a-generation piece. These rare combinations are what drive the coin's market value to the sky. This wasn't just a lucky accident. It became a legend, and it still might exist in someone's home without them ever realizing it. The discovery of this incredible coin didn't happen in a bank vault or a museum. It showed up in everyday circulation, passed along like any other coin, unnoticed for years. It wasn't kept in a glass case or locked in a collector's drawer. One day, someone sorting through their coins paused when they noticed this nickel looked slightly different. The font seemed crisper, the edges were sharper, the surface had an unusual shine. That moment of curiosity changed everything. Instead of spending it or ignoring it, they chose to investigate further. The coin was sent to a grading agency for detailed inspection, and what the experts found was astonishing, an ultra-rare minting anomaly that made this coin one of a kind. The alignment of the reverse die was just slightly off, creating a shadowed look that collectors find extremely rare. Its luster was intact, its surfaces untouched by wear. Every step on Monticello's front porch was visible, a detail called full steps that only a small percentage of nickels retain. This was a perfect storm, a coin from a common year in uncommon condition with a mistake that made it priceless. All because someone took a moment to look closer. You might wonder how something as small as a coin could sell for such a huge amount. The answer lies in a mix of condition, rarity, and demand. Once this 1977 nickel was verified and graded MS67 full steps, its status changed overnight. That grading means it's in near-perfect condition with exceptional detail, far beyond what you'd expect from a circulated coin. Only a handful of nickels ever reached that level, and almost none from 1977. But that wasn't the only factor. The coin also had a minting error, giving it a double layer of rarity. That's like finding a rare painting that also has a signature that was never meant to be there. When it went up for auction, word spread quickly. Collectors knew they were bidding on something truly special. What started as a simple auction turned into a bidding war, with collectors and investors from around the world competing. In the end, the winning bid shocked everyone: $751,000 for a 5-cent coin. That price wasn't just for metal, it was for history, perfection, and scarcity. And it proved that even the smallest objects can hold massive value. The world of coin collecting is built on tiny details that most people never notice. Serious collectors don't just collect coins, they study them. They look at things like strike quality, die alignment, font shape, and metal consistency. In the case of the 1977 nickel, it was a combination of features that made it desirable. First was the full steps detail, where every stair on Monticello's design is clearly defined. That alone is rare. But when combined with a minting error and near-perfect condition, the coin became priceless. These are things collectors dream of finding. The reason coins like this get top dollar is because they can't be recreated. Each one is a frozen moment in minting history, never to be duplicated. And with millions of coins being melted, damaged, or lost every year, the surviving rare ones become more and more valuable. The key isn't luck, it's knowledge. Anyone can find something rare if they know what to look for. That's why learning how to examine coins is the first step towards discovering something life-changing. Here's where it gets even more exciting. This coin wasn't tracked by the US Mint. That means there could be more copies out there still undiscovered. Imagine how many people might have a coin like this and have no idea of its value. It might be sitting in a piggy bank, an old wallet, or a jar of coins in someone's kitchen. These things hide in plain sight. If you own any coins from 1977, especially nickels, you owe it to yourself to take a closer look. Start by checking the clarity of Jefferson's portrait, the steps on Monticello, and the spacing of the letters. Use a magnifying glass if you have one. You're looking for sharp detail, unusual spacing, and any sign of doubling or misalignment. These are your clues. And remember, just because a coin looks old doesn't mean it's worthless. Sometimes the most valuable coins look completely ordinary. All it takes is one overlooked detail to unlock massive value. Could your next big discovery be hiding in your own home? If you think you found something that stands out, the next step is to get it professionally graded. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGS are trusted worldwide for authenticating and valuing rare coins. They'll place your coin under magnification, inspect its details, confirm any errors, and assign it a grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. But here's a warning: never clean the coin, no matter how dirty it looks. Even light cleaning can destroy original mint luster and reduce its value significantly. Instead, place the coin in a plastic flip or coin capsule to avoid damage. Once you receive your certified grade, you can approach auction houses or coin dealers with confidence. They'll know you're serious, and they'll treat the coin as a treasure it is. This is exactly the path that led the 1977 nickel to its $751,000 sale. Without certification, it might have been ignored or sold for much less. So don't take chances. Handle it like a professional from the beginning. One of the reasons rare coins like the 1977 nickel keep going up in value is simple. Supply is shrinking, but demand is growing. Every year, more collectors enter the market. They're looking for unique pieces, and they're willing to pay top dollar to own them. At the same time, coins in great condition become harder to find. They get lost, damaged, or forgotten. That's why something like a mint state 1977 nickel with a rare error becomes priceless. It's a piece of time that survived untouched. As stories like this spread, more people get interested, which increases demand even more. Experts believe the coin market will continue to rise, especially as it gains attention from investors, not just collectors. Coins are becoming part of investment portfolios, family inheritances, and even museum displays. This isn't just about a hobby anymore, it's an industry, and coins like this are leading the way. One of the most powerful lessons in this story is about noticing what others overlook. That's how someone turned a nickel into $750,000. It wasn't because they were lucky, it was because they paid attention. How many of us go through life rushing, skipping over the little things? This coin is proof that opportunity hides in everyday objects, waiting for someone to pause and look deeper. You don't need to be an expert to notice something unique, you just need to be curious. That mindset alone can open doors, whether it's coins, books, antiques, or anything else. Life constantly places valuable things in front of us. The real question is, are we looking closely enough to see them? That's what made this nickel story so inspiring. A person took a second look, and that second changed their life. Right now, you might be holding coins that are far more valuable than you think. Go to your drawers, your change jars, your forgotten wallets. Look specifically for nickels from the year 1977. Examine them with good lighting. Look for those clear steps on Monticello. Check for sharp edges, bold letters, or any detail that seems off. If you find something promising, don't assume. It's better to get it checked. just one coin could turn into the biggest surprise of your life. The person who sold their nickel for $751,000 didn't know what they had at first. They just asked the right questions, took the right steps, and followed through. You can do the same, so don't wait. The next rare coin might be sitting in your pocket right now, and you'll never know until you check. Thanks for staying with me till the end of this incredible story. If this video made you curious about the coins in your own home, that's a sign you're already thinking like a collector. There's a whole world of hidden value waiting to be found, and your journey could start with just one coin. Don't forget to check your change, stay curious, and always look a little closer. For more stories like this, keep following and exploring. You never know which coin could change your life next.